Welcome to BAFTA. Would you please welcome your host for the day, Maggie Philbin.
Good morning, everybody. It's great to be back. I hosted this conference last year and I took away so much.
The cool thing about this conference is it's very specific, so it's L&D in broadcasting.
We hope you find it valuable and stimulating, and that what emerges is a strengthened network of people who share common challenges but who are able to share the best of what they know with each other.
I've been for the last couple of years, found it really informative, interesting, a lot of new stuff to take away each year, and I think each year it seems to get better.
Please don't go away from this thinking I've stood here and said to you social learning is the way to go and formal learning doesn't have a role. It will, and it will continue.
This is the third time I've come, and every year I've learned something more.
The best talk I ever went to was Chris Albrecht, the ex-head of HBO, was at the Edinburgh TV Festival. And he talked about the fact that they'd all gone on the away day. This was early on in the kind of HBO kind of history. And they kind of ripped up the agenda for the day. And then they just had one thing on the agenda. How can we be the best if we are a drama production channel? And that completely changed their business, kind of thinking about just putting all your energies into that.
I just find the conference incredibly inspiring to hear from people who are doing essentially the same job we're doing, but in completely different environments, often much more difficult and not as well-funded environments.
To be able to come here for one day and get up to speed on a number of different workshops, different areas, that's why I'm coming back today.
Tell stories. Put people in scenarios. If you can, build simulations. Everything you do has to have that kind of emotional hook.
It's really easy to forget, if you work for a big organisation, how lucky you are. Because suppliers come in all the time, people pitch you ideas. If you work for a smaller organisation or one with a limited training budget, conferences like this are a really easy way of kind of getting up to speed with everything that's going on and hearing speakers that you wouldn't normally hear.
It's really important to speak to others and to bounce ideas off others and see where industries are going, see where the trends are going, and get a kind of big picture.
When we started planning this year's conference a long time ago, pretty much almost as soon as the other one finished, we conceived the two themes for the conference, which is social networking and open courseware, and then cutting across everything we've got innovation and creativity.
If you're going to use social media, how can you use it creatively and in an innovative way? Similarly, if you've got open resources, how can you re-engineer them, repurpose them for the particular needs you have?
We built the conference really around the fact that these are the really interesting ideas knocking around at the moment. What would interest our audience? What would be challenging? What would be innovative?
We move on now to the great debate.